Hey guys, I'm RedHerring. We're going to be looking at another StarCraft 2 cast today, with myself spawning as the Red Protoss on the bottom position of the map Belshire Beach Winter Edition. And I say yes, I've never played on this map before. I'll kind of get to the backstory in a second. But my opponent is going to be Stride, the purple Zerg. Yes, he is purple, so no, this is not a ladder game. Also, yeah, the map is not in the ladder pool currently, but so this is a little practice game. Stride and I are in a little clan. We're clan bros, along with some other cool people. So just a little warm-up game. Just get the fingers warmed up. You know, at the beginning of the day, you gotta practice before you get on ladder. Unless you just hop like cold turkey into ladder, which a lot of people do too. But this was the practice game for the day, and pretty solid game played by both of us. So I will be casting it. There's a lot of good tactics, a lot of good game sense displayed, and right off the bat, going to scout the map. Now, this is Belshire Beach Winter Edition, as I stated before, and you guys might recognize it from various tournaments it's been included in. It's been out for a while. The Winter Edition is more recent. Usually, it's a tropical tile set and theme and stuff, but I'm not actually sure, but I don't think the Winter Edition is any different from the regular tropical edition, aside from the cosmetic changes. I could be wrong though, so if you guys know, please post down in the comments. But yeah, so just harassing with the pro, being a little bit annoying. I do like this map up to a certain extent. The natural is a bit wide open. There is a ramp there, but there is no ramp to the main. So, like in Protoss vs. Protoss, this is pretty much the 4-gate map. It's kind of like Tal'Darim Altar, where there is no ramp to the main, so that warp-ins are extremely annoying to deal with, and it does really affect other matchups too. But in Protoss vs. Zerg, the main thing you have to worry about, aside from the wide openness, but there is only one entrance though, so that's nice. But getting your third is super wide open. I mean, that's one third you can take. This is the other one. And really, Zerg players can definitely abuse the wide open spaces, the lack of ramps. And so I think this is a Zerg favored map, but not to an extreme amount. I mean, the map is generally fairly open, but not super open. There are definitely a lot of cliffs and walls you can back yourself up to as Protoss and Force Field well, and all that fine stuff. So looks like I ended up throwing the pylon down to cancel the hatch a couple times, made him get gas, and then just scurried back to my base. And he's still alive. He's still probing around. I don't know if he scouted too much, but yeah, this is the awesome place to put the Overlord as Zerg on this map. If you stick it there, you can't really, or actually I can, oh, there, I cannot see it. So, pretty cool. Throwing up the double gas now, and my plan here was to actually go Dark Templar. This is why I'm getting double gas so early. I guess it's not super early, but definitely do need the gas for the Dark Templar tech, so getting that up as soon as possible. Gateway's about to finish, and then we'll throw down the Cybernetics core, kind of complete the little wall off here. And scouting for the 3rd and the 4th with this probe, and the Zerglings catch wind of this, and they don't want the probe to throw down any pylons or any sneaky stuff like that, so they track it down and kill that off. So a little bit of a bummer, but not too big of a deal. The Zealot's coming out now, and he will plug the gap there. And let's see, let's look at the production tab. So yeah, just droning up, getting Zerglings speed. And we'll see if Stride is actually going to go for a 3rd base or not. I wouldn't be surprised if he did, saving up a little bit of minerals there, throwing down the creep tumor and then walking the queen over to the natural. I'm pretty sure just one, maybe at most another. Nope. I think yeah, just one creep tumor will cover the distance and creep spread all the way to the natural, so that's nice. In case like Void Rays or Phoenix came out, you can easily cover the distance between your base and get queens scurrying to and fro defending. Here comes the Zealot with 1 kill. Looks like he cleared the watchtower and is now running up into the natural and then backs down. So he's not going to have too much of this action up here. The queen and the Zerglings here probably would be able to kill the Zealot with micro, and then he would just rally in Lings. Looks like I did make him build more Lings than he probably wanted to, because he is taking his third base here. So a little victory for me. A lot of Protoss vs Zerg is the nuances, as I've kind of mentioned in previous videos. It's feigning aggression to make Zerg players build units when they want to instead build drones, but that is kind of what my objective here is. Going for the other watchtower. Stride notices very nicely and pulls away, but only up to here, so I wonder. And I scout with the tower. Oh, look at all these Lings here. I'm going to try to run away, but Lings are definitely faster than Zealots, so I do not think this guy is going to get away. Now, if we do look at the vision here, I actually did not choose to go for Dark Templar, but he thought I did. So this was the Dark Shrine I put down there, and I actually missed it, but the Overlord flew over into my base here and was looking for, you know, just general scouting information. I threw up the Dark Shrine as the Overlord came around, so he thinks the Dark Shrine is there, but I actually canceled it and I'm going for Blink instead. So that's definitely something very important, which I kind of missed, but yeah, sorry about that. But yes, that is something that did occur, and I've actually forced him to... Well, he's actually not really reacting to that as I would have thought just now. I wonder if he didn't click on the Dark Shrine. So I thought I was outsmarting him this whole time, but it looks like it hasn't really affected his play. I thought he might get an Evo Chamber, put some spores up at each base once he scouted the Dark Shrine, but maybe he didn't click on it, or maybe he just figured... oh, he's putting up spines, but not spores. Oh, there goes the spores. So, okay, so he does... I think I did register, yeah. So, he thinks they're Dark Templar coming, and they are in fact not. I am going for Blink, and I'm getting my +1 attack, and then just going for a third base. So, trying to go macro heavy this game. Note that I do not see the third. I have not checked the third base, aside from the time that one scouting probe died really early in the game. So, that is something I'm completely unaware of, and he should be ecoing pretty nicely here. I'm actually keeping ahead in harvesters. I have a lot of harvesters on 2 base. Clearing the tower, feigning some more aggression, and then I see with the tower, oh, he has Zerglings over there. I'm just going to pounce over there and snipe them off. Looks like he's trying to get away, but the Blink does manage to finish off all those Lings. So let's see if he, yeah, so he's definitely reacting to that pressure. He's making 16 Lings. He has his spines up. He has his roaches down. His injects are fairly good. He does have an extra queen there, maybe thinking to get one in case of Void Rays. Poke in there, and then get right out of there as soon as you see all those roaches and Lings. I could have engaged and killed probably a few roaches, but the Lings would have come in and surrounded me, and even with Blink, it's such a long walk back to the base. I don't think I would have survived, so it's good I pulled back there. Look at the units lost tab, fairly even, so looks like not too much excitement has happened on the battle front, but here comes the Lings, just circling up. I'm not sure what exactly they're doing here. I threw down the pylon, but I don't think he scouted that. No, he has not. He's actually going for the third base. He realizes, oh, the third is up. I blink in there. Looks like he's trying to finish the cannon, but I really would have not engaged that. I guess he figured with the blink in that there was no point really running, but that did not do too well. And then I actually scout up, and I'm not sure, do I see the creep there? No, I do not, barely. So I still don't know about the third, though. I can kind of assume he does have the third, because, you know, I have the third, and if he didn't have the third, he would have all in by now, or gone mutas, or gone hydras, or something I would have noticed. So I do assume he does have the third. Here comes in this push with +1 roaches. I do have +1, and I'm getting +1 or +2 attack. Here comes his assault, though. I do have 3 cannons. This is actually pretty major engagement. I need to get some blink micro going here. There goes the stalker. Okay, that sucks. There we go. There's some blink micro going down as I try to save the stalkers to the best of my ability. But the cooldown runs out. The Lings are still there, hacking away, and a lot of my stalkers have gone down here. I'm not sure if I've lost too many workers, though. I think I've been able to, yeah, I've lost 6, but I've been able to tank a lot of the damage and prevent probe kills by warping in units. The cooldown wears off on my warp gates, and I'm able to blink in there and finish off the attack without losing too much. I lost all my cannons and a lot of stalkers, but if you look at the units lost tab, not behind by too much there. And income tab. Look, he's been with his aggression, not making workers. He's instead been making lings, he's been making roaches, but not that many workers. And even now, he's getting a spire, he's making lings, he's making roaches, he's getting upgrades, but not a single drone in production. Looks like he's getting his 4th base now, so we'll probably saturate that after that comes up. Decent saturation on his bases, so yeah, I don't know if he really needs too many more workers than 64. I would like to see 70 to 80 workers for Zerg. And myself, I'm sitting at 70 harvesters, so that's a good number to be at. I see, oh dang, he's coming in for more aggression, and I do have High Templar now, but I do not have Storm, the Energy of Storm, just getting enough Energy of Storm there. I need to start using Storm, use Storm, use Storm. Okay, overlapping Storm a little bit there, but decent, I guess. That Storm didn't do too much, and he's trying to focus down the High Templar there. I'm trying to run him away. I'm like, okay, morph him to Archons to save him. And there comes the rest of the roaches trying to snipe down as many stalkers as possible. Ah, I need to work on my blink micro. Blink, there you go. And there we go again. So putting in, oh, he actually focuses down the stalker. That's nice. Nicely done. So yes, I do have Templar Archives tech, and I do have a few gateways, but definitely could use more than that. I think I have like 8 or 6 or 6. Oh, there we go. So yeah, definitely do need more infrastructure. I was floating a little bit of money, and I'm like, oh, I need way more gateways. If I'm going for this gateway Templar tech, which I've kind of been doing a lot, you do need a lot of gateways to support that. Some decent blink micro coming in here, just making sure that the roaches don't do too much damage, don't kill too many of the stalkers. I think he does take out an Archon, but I do have another one there. Warping and reinforcements at the pylon there. And so yeah, my infrastructure is looking decent now, working on +3 attack. I think my roaches are, I mean, not my roaches, my stalkers are 2-1, so getting +3 attack will help greatly against roaches. My vision here, I don't know about the 3rd or the 4th. That's something I definitely need to work on, is my scouting. He's been pretty decent about preventing scouting, but I have been doing really nice feign attacks. I've been clearing the towers, just pulling back, clearing the towers again. I actually do have Dark Templar now. I did get the Dark Shrine up. Because I realized, you know, well, he probably reacted to Dark Templar a bit earlier, but with the 3rd and the 4th, I do need to scout that, and what better way to scout that than with Dark Templar, which can actually kill it. So it looks like coming in here, I see the 4th gone down and targeting the hatch straight off, which is nice. But here comes another counterattack. A lot of roaches here. Supplies definitely in his favor. Income tab. I have 80 harvesters, that's so many. Warping in so many Dark Templar here, and this is like the perfect response, because he doesn't have an oversteer, and he's so far away from his main base that actually, oh, he's actually targeting down the cannons, very nice. But there's no way for him to spot these Dark Templar, and they will just clean it up. But not before he snipes the Nexus, and that is actually pretty big, not huge, because I do have this other base coming here, so I can transfer workers over there. And it'll wrap up as soon as the Nexus is done. The workers should get there, or I can just long distance mine, which looks like I'm doing. Rebuilding the cannons, the cannon defense. Kind of nice to wall this off and leave one entrance, which I can kind of swing back and forth to. If I blocked off this, that would not make sense, because I would have to walk the long way, and he could just get in and do a lot of damage. You do want to block off the open spaces that actually makes sense to do, which I know is common sense, but sometimes in the heat of the game you just like throw down random buildings everywhere. Same here. You do kind of want to wall off this side as opposed to like this side, which doesn't really make sense. So yes, this base is up, transferred workers there, should put some guys in gas, looks like that is what I'm doing. And 89, wait, yeah, 89 harvesters. I've been making so many. This is actually too many. This is too many harvesters, because then your army starts to suffer from the extreme amount of harvesters being created. Have double robo and going for +2 armor now. My guys are nicely upgraded. He actually has a changeling sitting in my army composition there, and I did take down this hatch, and I'm going to be hitting the tower again, feigning more aggression, forcing him to make 13 more roaches. I actually kind of made those before, so I can't really say that, but continuing to make more roaches and getting hive. Very nice to get hive. Though I would like to see him get more harvesters. He has 62. I have 94. This is too many. So I know it's a good problem to have. I would say making over making harvesters is better of a problem than under making them, because you know, you will have a stronger economy with all these harvesters. Look at just the collection rate I have going for me. But you know, I think 80, 85 is probably as most as you want to go. The kind of limit you want to go on harvesters for Protoss. So 95 harvesters, jeez. And getting double Stargate. So I know Broodlords is the tech that a lot of Zerg players kind of go for late game. So as opposed to Ultralists, and even Ultralists not so great against Voids. I actually throw up some gateways here after seeing the attack. Here comes the first huge engagement of the game, I would say. Oh, great Fungals. I cannot blink out of Fungals. That was patched a long time ago. And I'm trying to storm here. He's doing great, throwing up Infested Terrans, and oh, my army just melts before this DPS. 2-2 Roaches against 2-3 or 3-2 Gateway Force, and some Immortals mixed in there, but just so much DPS. These Infested Terrans are actually not bad at all. They're like little miniature Marines. Marines are really good, so Infested Terrans are really good. And trying to blink micro my guys out of there, but I have lost the majority of my guys, and units lost. I'm definitely behind there. I do have more Immortals coming in. The Infested Terrans time out and die, and warping in these into warp gates. But look at this, another counterattack, and again my response is perfect. Dark Templar. Oh, are they actually going to take down the Nexus though? Oh, the Nexus might go down. I'm slicing away as fast as I can, but yeah, the Nexus is going to fall. Jeez, that stinks a little bit. He does have a lot of money here, not much supply, but that is probably because he is going, yep, Greater Spire, Broodlords. So yes, I did go double Stargate, did not choose to go for Colossus tech. I was a little bit low on money, because he kind of had sniped this base earlier. He sniped this one now, so I don't have the money to sustain Colossus and Void Ray tech, and all my Templar Gateway Force. So I'm just kind of choosing to go, stick with the Immortals, getting Void Rays now, because I do think, have I not? I need to scout more. That's the thing I definitely need to do. I do have a Dark Templar running around here, with, how many kills do you have? 7 kills, though some of those might be Lings. So it could be Workers Kill tab, 8-5, so yeah, a lot of those were Lings. But Void Rays, very good against Broodlords. Should go for the Mothership if there are a huge number of Broodlords though. And I'm actually not sure why I'm getting so many Immortals. This is a lot of Immortals. And Immortals obviously cannot shoot up. So I don't know if I should be committing this many. I guess I scouted a lot of Roaches, but you know, he won't stay on, a good Zerg player will not stay on Roach tech forever. This is a lot of Lings, and they do not have any attack upgrades, but they do have 2 armor. So, clearing the tower again, I do reveal that I do have Void Rays in my composition. Supplies, I'm definitely ahead in supply, but keep in mind that he is going for Broodlords, and he does have, what, 7 Broodlords there, chilling in the back of his natural. Sending Dark Templar around, scouting for the Expo here, which is just planted down actually, and no Expo here, as this pylon has stayed alive the whole game. And he's been scouting for Expos, burrowing the Zergling here. It's just nice because then I cannot take it without getting Observer over there. Something that I think is underused for Zerg is burrowing at expansions. It's so good. It's such an annoying thing to deal with. And looks like I am pushing up for the counter at his, I guess I would be 5th. At the same time, he's going for a counter here, but horrible positioning. I don't even think, yeah, I even have one shield upgrade on my cannon, so nothing is gonna die at all. And especially with the Warfin of Stalkers there, so that was like the worst position to counter attack in. But A for effort. So more cannons going up, more Immortals coming up. I think this is too many Immortals. And let's look at the income tab. 96 Harvesters. Definitely too many Harvesters. Could be sacrificing them. Plus 3 armor is about to be finished, and I think that will be my cue to go. Or I might just go right now. Getting plus 1 air weapons, and here is a major engagement. Great Fungals. He carpet fungled everything, trying to queue my Void Rays on the Broodlords. The storms just ripped through the Zerglings. The Broodlings are raining down just death everywhere. The Terrans come out, trying to DPS down and focus the Void Rays. Great Fungals. These Fungals have been so superb. Blinking in there. but I do not have enough anti-air. Look, these immortals are all dead weight. There's no point in them shooting broodlings. You need to run. You need to get out of there. You need to make more stalkers. But the broodlings have actually not been upgraded that much. Look at that. They're only 2-0. They have no attack upgrades. So actually it takes them a while to kill my ground army, which has 3-1-3. Has 3 armor on them, 1 shield armor. It's just so good. And warping in the kind of panic stalkers, trying to get as many stalkers as I can out as fast as possible, and kind of readying myself to sacrifice this base. I do not want to engage until I can get a critical amount of stalkers and archons and voidways, because if I engage before that and I do not get a critical amount, I'll just get shredded, and I don't have the money to remax. I will not have the money to replenish, and I probably would lose right here. So this is essential. It's just patience. It's knowing when to engage, and he has so many broodlords. He's not maxed yet, but that's just because he's spending his money on all this expensive stuff, getting more broodlords, getting infestors. The Zerg Deathball is well on its way to completion, and here comes my attack. All these immortals doing nothing. You really want Colossus against broodlords, because they can shoot broodlings down so nicely. What are you doing, High Templar? Storm, 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 go! Storm, storm, High Templar, please. Oh, and the immortals doing nothing, but I do have the upgrade advantage to these broodlords, and the broodlords are all going down. I'm sniping so many broodlords here, being really cost effective with them. The infestors were late to the party, but the fungals have been great. Even though I'm shift queuing on the broodlords, there's just so many broodlings. My anti-air is running dry, but another warp, and I have so many warp gates. Coming in for another counter blink, sniping down broodlord after broodlord, just alternating blinks and killing so many broodlords there. And the infestors have to retreat. I am now definitely ahead. I've pulled ahead in the units lost tab, the income tab. 96 harvesters to 73. I like this number of harvesters from the Zerg player, but this is way oversaturated. He's trying to transfer out. I do blink in there to take this base down, even though it's kind of pointless because there's really not much mining besides the gas. Taking it down anyways. He does have this base up, but getting this base down, I guess this would be my 5th. Just getting my 5th base down here because I realized I think I tried to put a Nexus down over there and it was like, oh well. All my observers are at the battlefront, so I'm just not going to. Oh, he gets so many High Templar. I tried to feed back as the High Templar, and oh, actually morphing him into an Archon as the fungal kind of takes the High Templar. Try to save the High Templar, but yeah, a little feedback fungal war. Was not able to split my Templar effectively, and ended up losing a lot of them. He's losing a lot of drones here, though. That probably hurt him. 44 workers killed. Yeah, that definitely hurt him. Yeah, 99 harvesters. Why do I have 99 harvesters? What am I doing with all these harvesters? I guess I'm like, oh, I gotta make more harvesters over here. But yes, this game is firmly in my favor now. I do have this spell of units here, though he does have. This is kind of his last stand here. He does have a lot of broodlords, more corruptors, more observers. I guess preparing for the mothership, which never really made an appearance. Now getting the fleet beacon, so maybe we'll see the mothership. Looks like he went for an infested Terran bomb, takes out a cannon, and going for some probes. But I can afford to lose probes, honestly. In fact, I wouldn't mind if I lost every probe at this base, because honestly, I just have like all these guys are idle, need to transfer them away, need to make these into warp gates. Could definitely be doing some stuff better there. Let's look at the APM tab. I noticed that like I'm not super fast. I'm not a super fast StarCraft player. Oh, this is so many probes. This is so many probes. But yeah, this is kind of the minimal amount. You generally want like 100 APM, even the new APM system. Keep in mind this is like the stupid Blizzard BattleNet APM, which no one really knows why it was implemented, but it is. So looks like I do snipe off this base and going for the final engagement. I do have a lot of money, so I can remax on stalkers fairly nicely here. He has his infestor bomb ready and waiting, but here comes the attack, blinking in, sniping the broodlords down instantly. Good storms could actually feed back the queens. He's actually doing some transfuses on his broodlords there, which is actually really nice. Really nice to have the APM to do that, but kill every queen. He's not able to do that. Sends in the drones. This is the last desperation attempt. So many immortals. 28 kills, 24 kills, 22 kills, 15 kills. All these guys are like the backbone of the army. This is this is so many immortals. Burrows the infestors try to save him, but I do have just too much stuff. Warping in more stalkers here, and running up for the death blow, and running some zealots over here because I thought he might have rebuilt the space, and he actually didn't. So this game is basically over. I guess what I'd like to see from him, what he could have done better, is go kind of, well, first of all, don't engage unless maxed. He does call it GG. He kind of pushed this base without being maxed. And I would like to see like hydras or roaches to kind of sit under the broodlords. He did have infested Terrans, and I guess that was good. But I guess getting ensuring that you can remax after a failed attack like that would have been a better choice in my opinion. Though I guess he kind of saw an open base and kind of just went for it. So I can't really blame him there. Thinking he could see a vulnerability after he did kill my army up here. But the upgrades really did help. I was about to be 3-3-3, and just my tech choices have been good. And yeah, so if Stride, you are watching this, no hard feelings, but I did want to cast this game just as a good macro PvZ. So comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Let me know if what matchups you would like to see in the future, and I will have more content out soon. Thanks, guys.